Hello, Thornton Darts here. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing another darts design hybrid, all based around the World Championship fixtures. And today we've got Raymond van Barneveld and Lisa Ashton plays Ryan Meikle. So the winner of that will play Barney. Now, Lisa Ashton had the more interesting dart of the two, so I wanted to go with that one. And then Barney obviously has had a new dart recently, and he's the seeded player in this part. So we're going to be making a random design on that. As you can see, I've already made a bit of a start, and I've gone with the Lisa Ashton sort of bomb style shape. And I'm going to try and incorporate the grips of Barney's darts into that. Maybe stick with the colour coding of Lisa's because I love that red. And yeah, just kind of see what we can come up with, really. I think maybe I'm going to use the knurling part in the middle. Maybe try and do something cool with that on that section where Lisa's main grip is. I'm probably going to leave out that front mad section on there. I'm going to keep the smooth part, mainly because it takes a little while to do. But yeah, let's see how we get on. So next up, I've tried to then add in these little grips here, the bits you can see in silver, the bit around that. I quite like the look of that grip. It looks ever so slightly lower than the knurl, because obviously when the knurl's pressed, it sort of raises a little bit. So I've tried to incorporate that in. I'm going to add in the knurl next, and then probably we'll see where we go from there, really. So as we mentioned, I've then added in a bit of a knurl on that sort of slightly raised section there. I think it's looking pretty cool. However, what I'm liking on the Ashton darts is these milled cuts. So I'm going to play around with a couple of cuts going up the barrel and see what that looks like. And then we'll add some of the red into it, I think. So let's have a bash at that. So after a bit of tinkering, I added in those milled cuts and played around with the colour a bit. I also added in these circular cuts either side, just so the milled cuts, when they sort of end, there's sort of almost a bit of an end point that sits within that. So it's not got like a rounded end. It's sort of got a section where it can finish. And then, as I say, at the back, I decided to carry it on. And then I adjusted around with the colours. Obviously, we've got the red knurl. I tried to keep the pattern similar to what was on the Barney, as in like the red parts here was what's grey on the Barneys. And I think the last finishing touch I might do is try these rear little rings on the Lisas and see what they look like. So I added in those rear rings. It kind of worked out relatively nicely with where the cuts sort of ended. The only thing I would say is, does it work? Let me know in the comments, do you prefer it with or without those rings at the back? But what I'll do next is I'll get some flights and stems on here. We'll have a little spinneroony around and then we'll do the design render. So now we've got all the flights and everything on there because we've just been able to do the render. Now we can have a little bit of a closer look and just do a bit of a recap. So towards, well, the main shape we'll start with. Obviously the main shape was inspired by the Lisa Ashton shape barrel. Then towards the back, we've obviously got the 4 little red rings that are also on Lisa's dart. That's what inspired that part. Then if we go towards the main section of the barrel, this was inspired more by the Barneys. As you can see above, we've got that knurled grip in there. And then obviously these silver cuts, again, coming from that Barney sort of grip, obviously with the different colours. But then I used the colour sort of from Lisa's darts to inspire the finish on these darts. And then also the milled cuts that you can see going through the dart and towards the back also were inspired by the Lisa design. And I think it's pretty cool. I'm quite chuffed with how this one turned out. It's quite a little bit of a different bomber style, actually. A nice take on a knurled barrel as well. I think it's pretty modern. And yeah, a little spin round just to have a look. And yeah, that's it for that one. So I will show you the render. We'll just hide these ones quickly and then show you the final product. So there you have it, guys. That is the video. Obviously a darts design hybrid of Lisa Ashton and Raymond van Barneveld. Let me know in the comments, guys, is it a throw or a no? And if you like it, give me a rating out of 10. What do you think? I know not everyone maybe throw this style. I know Mr. Strange will be very happy with this one if you're in the chat. But yeah, As I say, guys, this is also my job. I do custom darts. This is the sort of thing I can do with you guys, with your darts. So please, contact details are everything below if you do want to get in touch. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.